This is a car that was designed in a time where engineering led the conversation. The Mercedes-Benz W115 wasn't designed around performance figures, but more around durability and balance and restraint. A naturally aspirated engine, a carburetor, 4 mechanical gears. Everything here exists for a reason and for nothing more. Power arrives early, torque stays usable, and the car encourages you to short shift, to listen, to be involved, to feel. The manual gearbox isn't fast, it's deliberate. Steering is slow because stability mattered. Suspension is soft because roads were imperfect. This car doesn't isolate you from the process. It introduces you to it. And once you accept its rhythm, you realize this isn't old-fashioned engineering. It's purposeful. And it always has been. "1976, the first of the first," was the registration date, the birthday of this car. So, pretty much it's done 50 years. Happy birthday, you yellow boy. And I'd like to invite you to come along for a drive on the passenger seat in this beautiful, very yellow W115 230.4. Every time I get into any one of these cars, the very first thing that I sense that happens to me, that's kind of what sticks to me. That creates the baseline of my experience, and the rest of the road in this car sort of either compounds that first feeling or it changes it completely. And there's something very special about these non-6-cylinder Mercedes, something that I really, really love, and I'll tell you that in one moment. I just want to find the name of the street. Oh my goodness, turning circle, and this is fantastic. Come and check this out. Rus in Vredelaan. That's exactly what this car elicits when I drive it. It's what it causes me to experience, and it's what I'm trying to transmute to you. All right. So where we're off to today, we are still in South Africa. And I would like to go with you guys on a very beautiful road between Cape Town, Constantia, Bishop's Court, on the M3, which is sort of like a bit of a connecting highway to more of the southern suburbs, going over the mountain towards Cape Point on something that they call the Ou Kaapse Weg. One of the significant aspects of this carburetor engine is the fact that the carburetor wasn't tuned for performance and speed and power necessarily, at least not high up, but rather low down. This car invites you to swing the gears rather soon in the rev range, and thereby becomes an incredible little cruiser. The car feels extremely light. So how would I compare it to the 240 diesel automatic version of this? Well, two complete worlds, because that diesel only produced about 62 or so horsepower, which is very little, and 137 Newton meters of torque. If you're living in a hilly country, it could become a little bit tedious, but that just means that you need to plan a little bit more. You need to have a bit more patience. This, on the other hand, completely different ball game.
And if I compare this to my W124, that's where it becomes really exciting. It's very little difference when it comes to the torque, much less than it is when it comes to the horsepower. But the way that it drives and the way that it feels is completely and utterly different. Like really, worlds apart. I feel like this car gets off the line with a lot more ease. It feels like my 124 is big and solid and heavy. It feels 200 kilograms heavier than this car, and quite frankly, it's not. It weighs round about exactly the same, possibly even a little bit less depending on what kind of extras you had. Yet this feels very, very different. Now just look at that. In front you saw that probably on the roof cam, and 50 years later, to the month, you could easily just swerve out and the car doesn't start losing its pose. I enjoy watching these little shorts on YouTube. If you start watching them, they all have the same sort of song. The one from, what's it called? Oh gosh. Now you're already getting that. A lot of them show what these cars have been put through and their test phases. Some people just can't stop staring. And I can't believe the way that they used to manhandle these machines. I think Mercedes got a bit of a trick up their sleeve there because it's very ship-like, it swims a bit, but there's a pivotal point at which that stops, but the grip remains. You feel like at the end of that grip, the car's probably gonna lose it. Guess what? That's only where the party starts. You will not believe the kind of speeds at which you can haul even an old W15 through some twisties. These cars, the engineering that brought them to this place and has kept them there for 50 years and going on. Accolades, Mercedes, accolades. Here we go. The Oldtimers. If you ever have the opportunity to come to South Africa, really, consider grabbing it. It really is a remarkable, remarkable country with remarkable landscape and weather. It's not always easy, trust me. It can be challenging. You're going to see a lot of things that wake you up to a reality that isn't that nice. But on the other hand, because things are so raw and the real deal over here, you really do still feel the value of things. Look at this. Oh. You look at nature, you see a sunset, you experience something, you taste great food, and you just really appreciate it. It's like your senses are heightened. Kind of similar to what's happening when you're driving some of these old Mercedes. What are the prerequisites to make a car great? Well, this one ticks a box that the new ones can't. One box for sure, and that is 50 years of age and still going strong. We can't judge the new ones, whether they'll make that or not, but we can say that the quality has deteriorated. People have optimized. Not just in products, not just in materials, but really in the department of saving money. Why would you pay a certain price for something if you can use something that looks exactly the same, perhaps even better, but costs you 50% less? But it's the quality behind these features. It's the longevity. And unfortunately, we're living in a day of age where the cycle of holding on to something has become very, very short. These cars were built to last for life cycles and not for leasing cycles. You buy one of these and you drive them forever. We've arrived almost at the top, and here in front is Silvermine. We've been cruising up here in third, and it's fantastic. It hasn't bothered at all. That's the great thing about these cars. They don't take away from the experience of what's happening around you. I've been spending a lot of time in the last 4 years meditating because my mind got the better of me. My mind gave me the idea that there's a certain kind of reality, the one that I think of, and it made me feel that that was real reality. You get disconnected from life. You're just part of the rat race. But then here, this car forces you to slow down. It forces you to relax. It forces you to be patient. And for that, I'm very grateful. Super windy out there. Let me go and show you this view. Wow. So, what you see there is actually the one side of Table Mountain, the back of it. This is, funny enough, a very lush part of Cape Town. You see it's very green, you've got lots of trees there. There is a huge garden over there. It's called Kirstenbosch Gardens. If you're into fauna and flora, some of the best in the world, and they have fantastic concerts out there as well. And that's mostly because of the weather system, that it actually forms clouds, and there's a lot more rain on this side of the mountain as there is on the other side. As a matter of fact, you can be in Camps Bay, which is on the other side of that, and enjoy beautiful sunshine on the beach, and then on this side people would actually have rain. And then here towards the right hand side, let me just see if I can get a better view of that. Right, check this out. If you can see the ocean over there, that is Muizenberg, and that is a false bay. It's actually not a real bay, because people think that on this side to my right, which goes to Cape Point, that is the tip of Africa, and they sail around in bad weather conditions, and as they come into this bay they realize they're not on their way to India, but rather that they've just ended up in the false bay and they would need to go out again. It's a very big bay, and then you have the sort of flatland area, and on the other side you get to Blouberg Beach again, to where the harbour is, and also to where Robben Island is, there towards the front of Table Mountain and the City Bowl. And down here you can see the Oudtshoornweg. It's really a remarkable road if you actually manage to get here on a time where you don't have so much traffic. It's really a nice drive. I would actually love to take you on the rest of it and show you what that is like, because quite frankly we've only driven up the one side. Just going to keep your eyes open for snakes and scorpions here, because there are quite a lot of them. Wow, if this microphone can actually grab my voice without the wind, it is the best investment ever, because it's very windy. There we go. Our beautiful yellow W115 230.4, an absolute dream car. Smooth, quiet, juicy, flowing through the roads. It's been really nice taking you guys out on the drive. Thank you for joining, and if you liked it, thumbs up, feel free to subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'll take it out for the rest of the road in a talking POV. I'll see you in that video. Until then, ciao.